right now on WJTV 12 News. Election night in Mississippi. The historic Senate runoff in the spotlight. Mike Espy versus Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. Coming up, the turnout and how it could impact the final results. And nooses at the state capitol, where the investigation stands tonight. Now on WJTV 12 News, first at 4.
Good evening and welcome, everyone. The Senate race is at the center of national attention as Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith faces Democrat Mike Espy. As
WJTV 12's Margaret Ann Carter reports, Republican leaders are pulling out all the stops to make sure Senator Hyde-Smith keeps that seat in Washington. She joins us now from the West End, where Hyde-Smith supporters will gather soon. Margaret Ann.
National and international.
Melanie Byron, the nation's highest leaders spent yesterday touring Tupelo as well as Biloxi, making sure that Republicans get out there and vote for Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence made it very clear to people that a vote for Hyde-Smith is a vote for them. We caught up with the Brookhaven native earlier who was casting her ballot in her hometown. Throughout the campaign, President Trump has backed Cindy Hyde-Smith, saying she was appointed by Governor Phil Bryant several months ago, and that feeling is very mutual. She has proudly said she backs President Trump 100% of the time, voting with him as well. One thing not mentioned during last night's rally is the controversial comments Hyde-Smith made about attending a public hanging, and another comment where she talks about making it more difficult for liberals to vote. But make no mistake about it, her supporters are behind her completely.
Sometimes we all say things we don't mean to say. Just a slip of the tongue. I don't think that was she meant anything by that. Sometimes I, get to talking and just things come out that really don't mean anything.
And many supporters at last night's rally said the same exact thing as that supporter you just heard, that they stand behind their candidate. We'll be live here all night, but not just at the West End covering Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. We are also covering Mike Espy, the Democratic candidate running against her. For now, I'll turn it over to WJTV 12's Gerald Harris.
Thanks, Margaret Ann. Mike Espy says it's now up to the voters to decide if they want to send him to Washington, D.C., as there is just a few more hours until the polls close. Now, Mike Espy started this campaign in March of this year. He made reversing the Trump tariffs, farmers, infrastructure, health care, and education among his top priorities for voters. The Democrat and former U.S. Secretary of Agriculture is hoping to change Mississippi's view from the outside and help move Mississippi forward.
The things that you want to be first in, we seem to be lagging toward the bottom. And I know I can't do it alone, but I am certainly going to roll up my sleeves and work with everyone, irrespective of race, irrespective of party, irrespective of religion, irrespective of sexual orientation. I work with everyone of goodwill who wants to pick Mississippi up.
The 64-year-old previously served as the representative of Mississippi's 2nd District from 1987 until 1993, and he is betting on using the same strategy he used then to get crossover votes now. Now, those inside the campaign are remaining hopeful, and for Mike Espy, he is expected to be surrounded by friends, family, and supporters. Reporting in Jackson, Gerald Harris, WJTV 12.
Thank you, Gerald. The Secretary of State's office has released a midday polling update.
WJTV 12's Linnea Lewis is live at Eudora Welty Library in Jackson. Linnea, how's the turnout been?
Well, I've been out here for the past 30 minutes, and there's been a steady amount of people that's come to vote. However, according to that midday report by Secretary Holzman's office, the turnout has been lower than November 6th election. I spoke with the polling manager here at the library, and they report over 300 people have voted so far today, which is a decent turnout. But again, if you haven't come to cast your ballot, make sure you do so by 7 o'clock. As long as you're in line by 7, you'll be able to vote. Live in Jackson, Linnea Lewis, WJTV 12.